Today is Monday, Parashat Vayakhel. This coming Shabbat is also called Shabbat Shkalim. We're going to be reading from two Sifrei Torah. The first one, the Parashah of this week, which is Parashat Vayakhel. And the second one, we'll read the beginning of the portion of the Parashah of Kitisa. It speaks about Machatzit HaShekel, because we're just before the beginning of Rosh Chodesh Adar, in this case, Adar Bet. And when we start the month of Adar, we start collecting the Machatzit HaShekel for the expenses of Bet HaMikdash, for the Korban Tamid of the morning and the afternoon. And therefore, to give enough time for people to bring the Machatzit HaShekel, we start announcing it right before the Shabbat, right before Rosh Chodesh Adar, because the fiscal year of the Bet HaMikdash started in Rosh Chodesh Nisan, which is a month later. But Parashat Vayakhel is all about the construction of the Mishkan. Now, the most amazing thing is that sometimes from one pasuk we can learn many halachot. There could be even a large part of a Masechet dedicated to explaining a short portion in the Torah. Yet, we find 4.5 parashiot that speak about the construction of the Mishkan. Incredible amount of text just on this subject. After we were told in Parashat Teruma and Tetzaveh and some of Kitisa about the various vessels and the construction of the Mishkan and the contributions of the people toward the construction of the Mishkan, Vayakhel and Pikudei goes into detail about the actual application of the instructions of building the Mishkan. Why so much text on this subject? Well, this would indicate a couple of aspects that we'll focus on here. Number one, the great importance of having a sanctuary as a representative of our connection with Hashem. That this place of the Mishkan of Bet HaMikdash indicates the eternal and loyal commitment of Am Yisrael to Hashem, and Hashem to Am Yisrael. So that connection is so important that there is 4.5 parashiot dedicated to it. So that is one aspect. The other aspect here is the importance of the participation of everyone in building that Mishkan. It's not given as a responsibility of maybe one or a group of wealthy people, or some people who are maybe learned in terms of whether it's excellence in spirituality or excellence in wealth. No, we're talking about every single person of Am Yisrael had the opportunity to participate and to have a share in this sanctuary that is being built as a symbol of the connection and a place of the connection between Am Yisrael and Hashem. And in truth, when Am Yisrael went off the derech, they went off the path, the Bet HaMikdash became to some extent devoid of its spirituality, devoid of its divine presence, and that's when the Chorban, the destruction, took place, and the exile. And we've, generation after generations, are longing for that rebuilding of that Bet HaMikdash and the coming of Mashiach. It should come in Rabbi Amenu, Amen. But in the meantime, we have our Batei Knesiot and Batei Midrashot, our places of prayer, our synagogues, our places of learning Torah, that are a place where we connect also with Hashem, representative in a way of that Mishkan and Bet HaMikdash that was built. And here again, the idea is not the privilege only of a few or a select number of people. Everyone has the chance to be part of this building of this Mikdash Me'at, whether it's a synagogue or a Bet Midrash, and the participating in learning and in the prayer. And that's the most important concept. And this idea of coming together to create a whole is also given in the Machatzit HaShekel that is given. Not a whole shekel, but Machatzit, to indicate that we always need to come together with others to create the whole. And in truth, it's been said that every person is half until he comes together with another, whether it is a parent who takes care of a child or a child who cares for the parent, and a husband and wife coming to create a home, or chevruta, that you sit down and learn with the fellow student to learn Torah and to bring light into the understanding by coming together. So each one is like a half as they come together with another. We see this even in Bet HaMikdash and in the Mishkan, the holiest place where was the Aron was kept. There was two keruvim, ufneim ish el achiv. They were facing each other. These keruvim indicating again the importance of coming together to create a whole, to create, in this case, everybody coming together to create the Mishkan, the sanctuary, and also everybody coming together with others to create a whole. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.